Alright guys, I have a confession to make. I'm a fraud. That's right. I've been duping you. I must admit, I do not make 5% every single week. I know you guys might have thought that based off of the last FTMO video, and I may have tricked you. But, to be honest, some weeks I even lose money. Oh crap. No, he didn't. Yes, I lost money this week. It's a shame. I'm going to put up the FTMO total account balance now. It's time for me to take the walk of shame and accept my fate of getting flamed. Oh man, I got too cocky, I got too arrogant. I took some bad trades. Tuesday, Wednesday was really bad, and just didn't get out of it. But that's okay. That's pretty normal for me. I usually will lose at least 1 week a month, but we should be able to finish the month at least in profit, and that's really all we're looking for. All I ever want is profit at the end of the month, or not losing money, because honestly I have enough money to live off of. I just need to not lose the money, and then we're perfectly fine. So it's not too much of a concern, but it's a little bit of a shame I couldn't just completely bust out this FTMO in 2 weeks. So we'll have to try for another 2 weeks. I think it's probably going to take me the full time. We'll see how it goes. As for the actual loss this week, I think I ended the actual last week with a 4% gain. So it was about a 10R profit. This week I started risking a little bit more. I started risking 0.5%, 0.6%, and now I'm down to like I think 1,300 instead of 4,000. So that gives me, God man, I can't even do math right now. No wonder I couldn't trade. It's me about 5R loss, I think. So because we did start risking a little bit more, that loss was amplified a little bit. So about 5R loss this week and about 10R gain last week, but the actual profit difference is about 2.5% loss this week, which isn't crazy, but it hurts. Let's jump into the video. What's up, traders? It's a new week. We just had a pretty good long weekend here in Canada. Enjoyed the EDC show. If you guys know what EDC is, a little music festival there, was online. It was canceled, so we didn't actually get to go to it. We will be going in October though, when it's actually postponed to October. So we watched kind of a live stream to make up for it. But we're just going to start looking at the markets today. And see what we can do. It's now Tuesday, so we took Monday off. The market's just been a little bit choppy opening up the week here, on the dollar at least. So we'll see what we can do. Let's dive into it.
And I've been chillin', watching the ocean with you, baby, up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our cloudlands when people change, but not us.
Alright, my guys, we found a trade already. This is UJ on the 5-minute. We see the larger time frame major downtrend, right? This uptrend, it could just simply be a relief rally, so we're looking for more downward continuation. I still have a little liquidity zone that I would love to tap down there. That's pretty far. And we also have the Monday open right here, which I'd love to retest since it's Tuesday. Tuesday is very likely for a retest of the Monday open. So that's something that we would be targeting here. And the reason we're just entering is because we're seeing the previous day's high here. You can see the previous day's high, a little bit wick above, and then we'll see I actually wanted to enter a little bit sooner after we started breaking down on the 1 minute here, came back for this retest, but since I missed that retest and I only started looking at it here, I figured I might as well wait until we actually break this consolidation zone. So once we broke that, I've just gone ahead and entered a short right now, and let's see how that goes. So that trade literally lasted 30 seconds. I stopped recording and there's no news or anything. I have no idea what happened here. I guess we'll just leave it. I think most likely it's still continue down, but we'll see. I probably won't re-enter. Alright guys, so just an update on the FTMO challenge here. It's now, I think, Wednesday. I'm finishing up Wednesday. Things have basically been looking like the pattern that I do like to trade, sweeping people out, things like this, and then going for that reversal. And then it just keeps going and just keeps sweeping people out, and it just keeps printing that same pattern. So it's really hard not to trade that pattern when I see it. But essentially, the last couple days have basically just only been losers. I've been basically trying to cut it off after a few losing trades, and that's basically what I should be doing. So we're still basically acting properly as we should, and there's nothing that we can necessarily really do about this. There's maybe been 6 trades. One of them was a good winner. One of them was a break even essentially. So we took some profit and then it got stopped out. So it was essentially break even, and the rest of them were just losers. So let's just look at the actual trading. Right now you can see that we're actually coming back into a drawdown. So we're only at like 2% profit now. You can see it's 7 days of trading. So hopefully we can get this back, 65% win rate. This is all kind of skewed, right? Because this includes taking profits. So my average profit is actually much more than that. So if I took everything off in one trade, then that would be higher, but that's not how they work. And my win rate is actually lower than that also, right? So it should actually only be like 50% ish, right? Because we're not winning more than we're losing at this point. We were in that first week and we were doing super well, but that's what happens. Some weeks are really good, some weeks are really bad, and we just need to manage the losers, right? Hopefully we'll see if we can turn this around for the end of the week. We might be able to get a couple more trades. I'm just trying to take it really light as best as I can to make sure that we stay in the profit. Because I did tell you guys basically at the start of this, I don't necessarily expect to pass and get the full 10%, at least on the first try. That's not what I'm going for here. I just want to show you guys that this is the style of my trading, and you can trust it, that it's FTMO in that sense. So guys, just doing a little reflecting after having 2 days of losers there in a row. And I think I'm realizing that I basically have not actually been following my trading plan exactly. I thought I was at first, but there are a couple things that basically I was trying to reverse the trend on the New York Open, and it's actually more likely that the trend is going to continue on the New York Open. So that's actually a help for you guys if you want to watch the trend for the London. It's actually more likely that after New York opens that you'll see some sort of manipulation and then the trend will continue. And I was actually being a little bit too preemptive, thinking that I saw a reversal. And I'm actually looking back at the charts now, and I see that those weren't actually the reversal patterns that I thought I was seeing. So I think there was just a little bit of that cockiness that got to me there after having such a great week last week. So we're just going to try to kind of refresh from this point and kind of start over in the sense where we just have a little bit of profit right now, but I'm going to kind of treat it as if I'm just starting brand new here, and then hopefully my mind is just going to be a little bit more clear, and then I'll be a little bit more focused going into the last few weeks there, and then hopefully we can actually show something of value here for you guys. So just trying to finish off the week here strong on Friday. Thursday I ended just with a very slight profit, and it makes me feel a little bit better doing something like that after I had those 2 days. It was basically just 2 days where I really screwed it up, and I thought I was following my rules, but I really actually wasn't looking back at it. So And that's kind of unfortunate, but we still have lots of time here, so I'm still going to go about it kind of like we're trading from the beginning. I think it was just kind of me getting to myself, getting a little overconfident. So it's third. On Thursday, I was just happy to at least trade properly. Even if I didn't make a bunch of money, I think I made like 0.25 R or something like that on Thursday. Um, so Friday here, just trying to do the same thing, trade properly, and I'll just show you one setup here that's it looks good. It's just kind of doing something a little bit weird once again. I think this week has been a little bit weird also, maybe because there's been multiple holidays throughout the country, and the States is having a holiday next Monday, so it's just a little bit maybe different here, but we'll take a look. All right, so we see this is EG rather, Euro Pound, and we saw a very, very strong rally through the whole week here, essentially. And I've been looking for this base here to get retested. It's an untested level back up there. And yesterday we didn't quite hit it. So I was expecting just another little pump up here at some point. So looking for the actual entry, I see, let's jump to the 5 minute. I see kind of ranging very standard in the Asia market, and then we kind of faked people out, get below those lows, and then we started rocking to the upside. So I did take a long here after we started breaking back this market structure back to the upside. And there's a little bit of retrace, very obvious here. And I do think that on this retrace, it's very possible that we come back and we retest this and just stop people out right here. So I'm not moving my stop forward yet, but after we touch this, I'll probably move my stop forward. I did take a little bit off right around here after I saw, zoom in there a little bit, after I saw on this hourly, it just looks a little bit odd, right? You see this range and it swept the highs and broke back down. So I'm a little bit uncomfortable with this position right now based on how it's acting. A strong move up, eaten up very, very quickly. So we're only risking a little bit now on this trade. As you can see though, we still closed above on the hourly, so that is still a bullish sign. So I am leaving the trade open and we're targeting those highs. Guys, shout out to Google Foods on YouTube for teaching me how to make a steak that looks so freaking good like this. Man, that steak was freaking great.